afternoon, University of North Dakota and the Greater Grand Forks area on this May the 4th be with you. My name is Jared Swanson. Starting to look outside. Well, we've got a lot of sun on our May 4th out there. Not a whole lot of clouds to talk about. A few puffers in the morning, but right now it's 53 out there with lots of sun. North wind hanging around 9 miles an hour or so here in Grand Forks. Temperatures across the region, well, we've got a majority of 50s. We've got some 40s up north in Minnesota, a 60 down there in Pierre, South Dakota, 59 kind of in southern North Dakota today. Looking at temperatures across the nation, well, find the cold front. We've got one stretching here. It has already passed through Atlanta, as Atlanta's sitting at 63, New Orleans sitting at 85. And along with that cold front, well, we've got some severe weather to talk about with it. There is a moderate risk for storms down in Mississippi today and Alabama. Those are already underway. We've had one tornado report, and if we go over to satellite radar here, you can see just how busy the radar is down here. We did see some little isolated supercells earlier in the day in Mississippi. One of them did put down a tornado. Lots of wind reports, lots of hail reports down there as well today. Everything's kind of just congealing into one line now, so wind and hail are going to be your primary threat for the rest of the afternoon with this thing. Tornadoes not ruled out completely, but that threat is mostly diminishing. And if we move it up into our region here, well, this is boring. We've got a whole lot of bare ground up here to look at. We've got a little bit of rain on the Bismarck radar here that's going to just kind of slowly drift itself east throughout the day. As you'll see as we move into the nighttime hours, this little blob of rain is just going to kind of come on through the state very slowly. It does inch up on Grand Forks here, and boy, do we need the rain up here, but I don't think it's going to make its way all the way up here. I think it's going to stay in the southern valley, maybe impacting just Fargo and south of there, areas of south of there. And as we continue forward in through Wednesday, you're going to notice it does hit Minneapolis as well. So a little bit of rain in the south, but not for us, more than likely up here. And if we continue to play this forward, well, things kind of clear out until Friday. When Friday we have this next approaching system in the west here. This thing's going to kind of linger throughout the next, or for the weekend basically, and it's going to bring some precip chances to talk about. And we'll take a look at that here in long range now. As you can see, we've got this cold front that we just talked about with all that severe weather kind of hanging out down here. We also have this trough that's associated with it. And if we play this forward, you'll notice big old ridge building into the west coast here, this troughing out in the east still kind of hanging around. And as we continue through Thursday into Friday here, you'll notice Grand Forks really hugging that line like we looked at yesterday, kind of that happy area between the blues and the warm yellows there. So we're kind of sitting in that 50 degrees, maybe 60 degree range. But once we get into the weekend, we'll notice this big old trough spinning onto the shore here. It's going to kind of park itself right over Wyoming or Montana, somewhere in here, and it's just going to linger for a few days through the weekend. It's really going to keep those precip chances active throughout the whole weekend. I should say there will be precip associated with this thing. It's just a matter if it can get up here to Grand Forks or not. So keep an eye on our forecast for the rest of the week, as we will keep you updated on that if there is a shot of rain up here. Tonight in Grand Forks, 30 degrees out there, partly cloudy. Precip, like I said, it should be staying in the south. North wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. Tomorrow, 55. It's slowly warming up out there, very slowly, but winds will be calming down, as we will not have any gusts to talk about tomorrow, 5 to 15 out of the northwest. Looking at our 7-day now, well, we get to 60. We have a day of 60 in this week, and then we kind of cool down a little bit for the weekend, but we do warm up again next week, and there's those general precip chances for the rest of the week here. Thanks for tuning in to UND Weather Update. My name is Jared Swanson, and thank you for tuning in for the past few years and watching my idiot self up on this camera. Thank you very much.